Os. Welcome UNLV students to the Shotokan Karate Studies program. By now you should know you've already warmed up, you've gotten the warm-up that you feel your body needs, you're adequate for starting the program this morning. So let's go ahead and get started with our typical, quick, general warm-up. Ready? And Hajime. Ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. All right, warmed up good there. Let's turn to the side, bring our heels to our glutes. Good, all right. Let's go ahead and do some high knees as well. Get my workout recorded, here we go. High knees. You can do this slow, just like I'm doing. Again, just bringing your knees up. You can do it fast if you feel like kind of bouncing a little bit, working your calves a little bit. Or if you want to go slow, go slow. And yame. All right, let's come up on our toes, stretching out our calves. And yame. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and do some body hip twists. And yame. Good. Arm up, across the side, stretching out our shoulder. Good, other side. Again, don't hold these too long. Just doing dynamic stretches here. Nothing too static, nothing being held for too long. Switching over. Other side. Good. Feet just widen shoulder width. Go down, touch the floor. Go to the right. Back to center. Go to the left. Back to center. All right, make that a little wider. We're gonna go down to the right, turning up on our left heel, stretching out our hamstring. Good, now we're gonna turn to the left in a long front stance. Pushing on the quad here, pushing the knee over the toe. And down to a runner stand, or a runner stretch. Good. Back up. All right, we're gonna do everything to the other side now. Leaning to the left onto the right heel. Toes pointed up. Stretching out your hamstring. All right, let's rotate that all the way around. Good front stance, long, deep, pushing on the quad, pushing the knee out over the toe, getting a good stretch. Transition that into a runner stretch. And come back to center, come back standing. Good. Turn around, fix your gi. Back to me. Yoi. Subirachi. Break. Yoi. Seiza. Dojo-kun. 一つ、人格完成に人を盛ること。一つ、誠の道を守ること。一つと力の精神を養うこと。一つ、礼儀を重んずること。一つ、景気の湯を戒めること。Ready? That's it. よい。しばらくち。Ready? よい。So today's class is a beginner class. This is beginner class number 11. All right, so today I want to kind of talk about some, we're going to go through some Kihon techniques, some Kihon drills. Obviously, this is what you should really be working on at this belt level, is your basics. Just going through your basics and working through your basics as much as possible. Slowly adding techniques. So what we're going to do today is start with blocks. We're going to go through, let's go through Gedan, Uchi-uke, Age-uke, and Shuto-uke. So we're going to go through those. Again, if you were to put them into it in order, it would be Aegis. So Age-uke, Gedan, Uchi, and Shuto. So Aegis, try to remember that, right? Because it'll come into play later in some of the advanced or intermediate classes. But we're going to go through Aegis today. So we're going to go through all 4 blocks. Then we're going to slowly add a kick to each one of those blocks or a punch to each one of those blocks, so a combination of some sort. And we're going to try to work on some synchronicity. But really, again, like I said, what you should be really focusing on for this belt level are these basic techniques, staying and walking in your proper stances, executing the techniques properly with good hip movement, hip rotation. So understanding the difference between Hanmi and Shomen, where your hips are facing your opponent or not based on what you're doing. All right. And yeah, I think that's where we're going to focus today. Okay, so all that said, let's go ahead and start with Age-uke, rising block. We're going to go through 3 times. We're going to work this forward and backwards. So instead of turning, all right, instead of turning around or doing a mawate at the end of the line, we're going to actually walk back. So we're going to go forward and then back, again from the side, forward and back. And one more time from the forward and side. So we're going to do that with all 4 blocks, and then we're going to slowly add a technique to each one of those and go through all 4 again. Again, focusing on actually getting some reps in for each of these blocks and these techniques. All right, so we'll start back here in the back of the class. This is typically how this would work. Again, whenever I call Kihon and Kumite, you're going to step into a Kihon Mirai. I'll reiterate what we're doing. Age-uke, rising block, and I'll count. All right, so for the first one, I'm going to count it out. The second one will be at your own speed and pace. The third one will be at your own speed and pace. And then we'll start again with the next block. And again, I'll start back here, Kihon and Kumite. We'll move through the block with a count, and then we'll go at your own speed and pace. That's going to be how the class is going to go from beginning to end. All right? Okay, so find your spot. And Kihon and Kumite. And then relax. Okay, that's one thing that I actually just passed a student on his exam. I kind of want to talk about that for a second. Whenever you step in or whenever you do any technique, after you do the technique, when you do the technique, rigid power, then relax. Drop your shoulders, relax everything. You're no longer impacting anyone, you're just standing in position. Now you're moving forward to the next impact. So you impact and relax. Okay. Again, the impact comes when you're actually contacting your opponent's body. All right, a gedanbarai, low block, when you impact their leg and knock it away, then relax. If you stay hard and tense throughout the whole thing, you're gonna get very tired very quickly. Your adrenaline's gonna be pumping, and again, it's going to make you fatigue rather fast. So again, whenever you're going through an exam or anything like that, if you can just remember to technique and relax, technique and relax, it will help you throughout, right? It'll help you get through an exam, it'll help you get through a fight, anything like that, without getting so tired, because you understand impact happens when I'm touching my opponent and then I'm relaxing. And again, relax. A block, relax. Okay, I've already impacted this person. I've already made contact. I can now relax and concentrate on the next thing, which is another impact, and relax. Okay, if I'm just like a robot, it gets very, number one, it doesn't look natural. You look very robotic, and you're tense throughout the entire movement. All right, so don't be so tense. Try to relax. All right, so think about that as you go through all these techniques with me. All right, this first one, again, I'll give us a count. Ready? Gedanbarai Kumite, and relax. Agayuke, rising block, on my count. Ready? Each, knee, some, young, and back. Each, knee, some, young, amen. All right, and from the side. This time at your own speed and pace. Ready? Gedanbarai Kumite, Agayuke, rising block, your own speed and pace. Ready? Hajime. Back. Ready? All right. Other side. Ready? Gedanbarai Kumite, Agayuke, rising block, your own speed and power. Ready? Hajime. Back. Os. All right, very good. So that's Agayuke, rising block. Using our acronym, AGUS. What's next? Gedanbarai. All right, ready? On my count. Gedanbarai Kumite. Gedanbarai, low block. Ready? On my count. Each, knee, some, young, back. Each, knee, some, young. Yeah, man. All right, from the sides. I am going to count for this second one just because I just want to make sure you're working with me here. All right, so you're actually going through class, working through this with me. All right, so I'm going to count the second one, the first and the second one. The third one will be at your own speed and pace. Okay? Ready? Gedanbarai Kumite. And Gedanbarai down block. My count. Ready? Each, knee, some, young, back. Each, knee, some, young. Amen. All right, very good. Last set. All right, this will be at your own speed and pace. Ready? Gedanbarai Kumite. Gedanbarai down block, your own speed and pace. Ready? Hajime. Back. Third set. What are we doing? Uchi-uke, right? Uchi-uke. From the inside to the outside, all right? So remember this one? You have your tool belt, you're grabbing your screwdriver, turning it, and stabbing it into the wall. Grab your screwdriver, turn, stab it into the wall. Hip rotation is important with this one, okay? Watch my hips as I move forward and back, all right? For this one specifically, you are minimizing your target to your opponent. Turn your hips. Power is going to come from your hip. Ready? Get him where I can take. Uchi-uke, inside out block. On my count. Ready? Ichi, ni, son, yon. Back. Ichi, ni, son, yon. Amen. All right, from the sides, again, I'll count it out for us. One thing I also want to point out, keep your eyes level. Keep your eyes on your opponent. All right, don't look down to make sure you're in the right stance, not looking around. You're focused on your opponent. Okay, so keep your eyes forward, not down, looking at your feet, or down, looking at the block. Ready? Get it where I can take. Uchi-uke, inside out block, on my count. Ready? Ichi, ni, son, yon. Back. Ichi, ni, son, yon. One thing with this block that I'm kind of adding, and maybe you can see, is a swipe and then the block. Swipe and then the block. All right, why do you think I'm doing that? All right, so think of it as your opponent is punching. All right, your opponent is punching straight to your chest. The first thing I'm doing is swiping it over to the side, stepping over, and then the block comes. Okay, this gives me an opportunity for a grab. Okay, so this is just one thing that you might want to think about, is as that block is coming, or as that punch is coming in, you want to swipe it and then block it. Okay, now whether it's right or left, it gives you an opportunity to decide on what you're doing. Okay, so if it's coming from the right, this side, I'm swiping, now I'm on the outside of my opponent. Okay, so I'm on the outside, or what we would call the dead side. Okay, at this point, I really, as your opponent, I have no attack method. There's nothing open for me to attack you with. This gives you the opportunity to grab, kick, kick here, kick here. All right, so you have several options that are open to you whenever you move to the dead side. All right, there's also moving and staying on the live side. So if they punch left, it's opening this way. And I'm still doing the exact same move. Here comes that left, I'm pushing it and then blocking it. Okay, exact same move. Okay, but with the left hand, if I'm coming forward, it's parried and then blocked. Now I'm live side. I can still attack you, right? There's still a lot of things I can do here, but it gives you options. Okay, so as you slap that and do this, now you can attack. Knees. Okay, there's a lot of things that you can do as the defender initially to counterattack to that open side of their body versus the dead side. All right, so practice that a few times, especially if you have someone to practice with. When that right hand is coming in for a punch and you move over to the dead side versus the left hand coming in and you're stepping in to the live side. Okay, stepping into their open body to make other things, punches, blocks, shoot those. All right, maybe another punch immediately. Okay, so you've blocked or you've parried, blocked. Now you can move in again for this jab punch. Maybe you're moving in for a shuto across the face. Okay, there's a lot of options to think about. And if you have a live partner to work with, it really helps you kind of decide those things because you can see how a real person works and say, Okay, I'm gonna open this up when you punch with your left. I'm gonna open it up and step in. Now that I've blocked you, I can grab, I can knee you, I can kick, okay? There's a lot of things that you can do differently as opposed to that right hand punch where you're now on the outside and you want to kick to the inside of their body, the outside of their body. You want to drop this hand and drive an elbow into their ribs, okay? There's a lot of options. If you have someone to work with, you really kind of figure out what those options are and what they could potentially be, okay? So we're doing Uchi-uke. One more set, right, from this side going this way. Again, this time, try that parry, all right? So try the parry and then the block. Parry and block. Parry and block, okay? That parry is just a hand slap, and then the block comes in right after it, follows it, all right? I'll do this one again by the numbers, so listen for my count, just so you can get a little bit better at the slap and then the block, okay? Ready? Kihon and Kumite. Uchi-uke on my count. Remember the parry, all right? And each, knee, son, young, and back, each, knee, son, young. Amen. All right, very good. Hopefully that's not throwing too much at you at one time. I know that's a lot with walking forward and back, performing the block forward and back, and now throwing in that little parry move. Okay, just something to think about. If you can't catch on right away, that's perfectly fine. Just worry about the basics, which is the whole point of this class, working those Kihon basics. All right, so we've gone A, G, U. What is next? Shotokan. Shotokan is performed in the back stance, all right, Kakutsudachi. So remember that as you walk, your weight is on your back leg, okay? We're still going to step into, actually we're going to step out into Shotokan. So Shotokan on my command is going to be the command. At that point, you're going to step into Shotokan, and I'll give you the count. We're going to walk forward and backward. Remember to stay in back stance, okay? Don't slowly convert this to a front stance. Shift that weight. The straighter this leg is, the front leg, the more your weight is shifted to your back leg, okay? Or the more your weight is shifted backward. Okay, so just think about that and try to stay in back stance as much as possible, okay? Ready? Shotokan on my command. And hajime. Shotokan on my count. Ready? Ichi. Ni. Son. Back. Ichi. Ni. Son. Amen. Good. Let's go to the side. I'm going to count again. The third set will be on your count. Ready? Shotokan on my command. Hajime. Ready? Ichi. Ni. Son. Yon. Back. Ichi. Ni. Son. Yon. Amen. So just like Uchi-uke, you kind of see my hands shoot before the shuto. Okay, hand shoots and then the shuto. Again, going back to what we just talked about with Uchi-uke, this can be used as a grab. All right, so if you're standing here and you see a punch coming, you can parry it, grab the hand or grab the sleeve, pull them in, shuto, that takes them across your front leg. All right, so again, just little things that help you potentially prepare for kumite. All right, so whenever you see these slight grabs, these slight other hand movements that aren't necessarily the block, these are small parry moves or potential grabbing motions for you to step in and do something else. All right, when you see that punch coming, instead of stepping back maybe, right, you're going forward grabbing that arm, stepping behind their leg, again, folding them across this leg, right? So if you're taking up the space that they want to take up, they're trying to punch you, right? So they're trying to step into this space. And turn this way. It's right here. We'll say this X. That's where they want to be. They're stepping to punch. Okay? If you can fill that space before they do, you've won. So you see that punch coming, you grab the arm and pull them across your body. See how much further I am here? I'm occupying that space before they are. If I can occupy that space, I win. Because if they're back here and they're trying to throw that punch, this is as far as they can get, they're not going to be able to throw that punch. They throw it, the Shuto comes, knocks them here, or the punch is here, and again, I'm taking up that space, that Shuto comes and knocks them across my leg. So, just little things to think about. All right, so let's go to this side, your own speed and pace. Don't worry about the grab if you don't want to worry about the grab. Ready? Shotokan on my command, and hajime. All right, your speed, your pace. Ready? Hajime. Back. Amen. All right. Very good. Okay, so for the next 3 techniques that we do, we're going to do the same. AGU, we're going to skip S. We're going to throw S out for right now. We're going to concentrate on the 3 main. All right, A, G, and U. Ageuke, Genamurai, Uchiuke. What we're going to throw in, let's see, with Ageuke, let's throw in an Oizuki punch. All right, Ageuke, maybe not. Let's do Ageuke Gaikuzuki, reverse punch. This is your cross punch. This is your power punch. Okay, cross the body, right? Across your body. Ageuke, cross body, reverse punch. Okay, so you're blocking. This is as if someone is punching you, that it gets blocked. Immediately, they're, number 1, blocked and deflected. Body's opened up, punch comes into the chest or the face, wherever it happens to be. Right now, we're doing Chudan level, so chest level. Again, for someone your height, your chest level. Okay? Ready? All right, so Ageuke, Gaikuzuki. Moving forward on my count. Ready? Genamurai Kumite. Ageuke, rising block, Gaikuzuki reverse punch. Ready? Each. Knee. Song. Young. Back. Ready? Each. Knee. Song. Young. Amen. All right. So hopefully you can see, again, what we're doing here is trying to work into a kumite, trying to work into a combination that is a good drill for you to work. All right, whether you're by yourself and doing it just like I am now, or you're working with a partner, where you'd stand here, we would call it whatever you wanted to call it, just kumite ichi, kumite ichi, hai. Your opponent steps back. You're prepared. They throw on your command, hai. They're going to throw that oizuki punch. You're stepping back, blocking, counter attack. Step back up, come to center, bow to your partner. Now you become the attacker. They're standing in Shizentai or ready stance. They say height, you step back. Height again, punch, gets blocked, punch into the chest, back to here, bow to your partner, and now you're the defender again. All right, that's typically how all kumite is going to work when you're practicing it in class. What I'm giving you here is a line drill to be able to practice that without a partner. All right, let's go to this side. Ready? Get them around my command. Get them around, Kumite. Agiyuki, rising block, Gaikazuki reverse punch. On my count, ready? Each. Ni. Son. Yon. Back. Each. Ni. Son. Yon. All right, very good. One more set, this time at your speed, your pace, your count, your power. All right, if you're trying to do this hard, do it hard. If you're trying to do this slowly because you're just picking it up, do it slowly. All right, your speed, your pace, your power. Ready? Get him right, Kumite. Agiyuki, rising block, Gaikazuki, reverse punch, your count. And Hajime. Give you a few seconds to finish. Yame, good. All right, so there's the A. What is next? Geidon. Okay, in Geidon, there's a bigger space between you and your opponent. They're kicking, right? There's a bigger gap when that kick gets deflected. So instead of punching, well, you're going to kick. Rear leg. So just like our Gaikazuki reverse punch, the block, kick, land in the block. All right? This should be a very synchronous type of Kihon drill. All right? You're landing in that block. Kick, land in the block. All right? I'll demonstrate. I just want to make sure you're getting that and fully understanding what I'm talking about there. Okay? So typically we would start, get him right, Kumite, hi, and Hajime. So we've already blocked. Kick, block, knee, kick, block, son, kick, block. Okay? I know it seems counterintuitive because you're doing the kick and then the block and then the kick and then the block, but as your opponent, if you're in Kumite, you're here, you're in Shizentai. Height, your opponent steps back into Geidon. Height, block, kick, block, back, there. As the attacker, you, as the defender, say height, I step back. When you're ready, height, that kick, it gets blocked. Now you kick me, and then you're landing in the block. Come back to center, bow, and switch places again. Okay? Hopefully that's covered. Hopefully you understand exactly what we're doing and the reason behind A versus B versus B versus A. Okay? All right. Block, attack, attack, block. Okay? All right. So from here, stepping into Geidon, kick, block, kick, block. So the kick lands with the block. Ready? On my count. Geidon where I can take. And Hajime. Each. Knee. Son. Yon. Back. Ready? So I want you to do your block and then your kick. Each. Actually, for this one, we're going to have to make a turn. So for this one, let's do a moate. So wherever you are, turn. Let's go back. Ready? Each. Knee. Son. Yon. Moate. Yame. All right, that one will look a little better when we do it from the sides. Same thing, my count. Ready? Remember, we're going to turn at the end, so What I call Muate, that's your turn. Ready? Kihon and Kumite. Kick, block. Ready? Each. Knee. So. Yum. Muate. Each. Knee. So. Yum. What? Yummy. Very good. All right. One more set. Your speed, your pace, your power. Ready? Get what I can take. My getting. Get on the right. Your count, your speed. Ready? Each. Knee. So. Yum. Your speed, your count. Back. Muate. Hajime. Muate. And yame. My apologies, I was counting a lot through that, but that was supposed to be your speed and pace. So don't worry if you weren't keeping up with my count there. I told you your speed and pace, so hopefully you're doing your own speed and your own pace, okay? So there's A, G. Next up is the U, right? So uchi-uke. All right, uchi-uke. For this one, I'm just trying to think of a good kumite here. So if you're standing against your opponent, height, your opponent steps back into Gedan. Height, they're going to step forward. We're going to parry on the outside and then grab, kick back into this. That's not all right. I just want to make sure we're able to repeat it several times. So as we move forward, right, block, block, grab, kick, could land here, block, kick, okay, and again, block, grab, kick. All right, I think that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully that's not too complex or complicated for this belt level, because there's a couple of little things that we have to do here, right? So from Gedan, we're stepping forward into that uchi-uke. So this is always going to be to the dead side, right? So the punch first is coming from the right. Parry, block as you step forward, grabbing the arm, bring this foot in for balance. This foot comes up for a kick. Go back to Gedan. Now you're stepping forward again, okay? Left punch, punch, block, again, dead side, grab, kick, land, Gedan. All right, you're probably only gonna get about 3 of these techniques in, okay, before you actually have to move to the next, or before we're gonna have to turn. All right, and again, we're turning, we're not moving backward with this one. I want you to turn. This one's gonna be going forward. But we're getting in a good uchi-uke. We're getting that parry in that I talked about earlier. So again, you're here for your start. The punch comes in. You're going to parry it, block it, grab. Your kick is to the lower leg, the back of the knee, potentially. Okay. As the attacker, let me turn this way. As the attacker, you say height, I step back. You say height again when you're ready. My punch is coming in, it gets parried and then blocked. My arm is grabbed, now I'm trapped. And then the kick goes up and down there. Okay, so I'm kicking to the knee, the back of the knee, that lower section of their body. Instantly taking them out of that fight. Okay, landing back into the Gedan and then moving forward from there. Okay, so let's step back. Ready? Again, right Kumite. Uchi-uke, with a low yokogeri. Okay, so parry, block, kick, get into your ready position, which is gedanbarai, which should be on the opposite side. So you see we're starting left here, so we'll go slow. Ready? Ichi, parry, block, grab, kick, land, gedan. Other side. Ready? Knee, parry, block, grab, kick, block. That's knee. Ready? Some, parry, block, grab, kick, block. All right? Don't have enough room to do another one, so we're going to step forward and then moate. Step, step, moate. Ready? This will be a faster count. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. And step forward. And moate. And yame. All right, very good. All right, so let's do this from the side this time. I'm still gonna count this one out, not so slowly. So this will happen a little bit more quickly than what we've seen just now. Okay, ready? Gedanbarai Kumite. Uchi uke with yokogeri on my count. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. One more. Yum. Moate. Let's go back. Ready? Ichi. Knee. Some. Yum. Moate. Yame. All right. So, again, this one is a great drill that you turn into a kumite. All right. For several reasons. You kind of get to see, again, how the body reacts, how the other person, your opponent, would react when you're here. And you see that punch coming and you step back, block it, grab, see how the body opens up to throw your kick, and then push them off to the side. Moving forward into the next person, the next opponent, or you move them over and you can step back to assess what you're going to do next. All right, for the drill itself, the block ends, back to Shizentai, bow to your opponent, swap places. All right, one more set of these. Ready? This will be at your own speed and pace. All right, so you don't have to keep up with me. If you want to go slow, to make sure you have this down, go slow. If you want to try to keep pace with me, that's perfectly fine. All right, I'm not going to count. I'm going to try not to count. Ready? Gedanbarai on my command. Hajime. Uchi uke, yokogeri. Ready? Hajime. And yame. Os. Very good. All right, so again, it's taking us through, number one, our 3 basic blocks. Okay, we've gone through those. 3 basic blocks with some sort of counterattack, right? So whether it be 1, okay, whether it be 2, or whether it be 3. Okay, we've gone through all 3 of those. All right, so again, what I'd like to see is practice on all of those things several times. Again, come back to this class. That's the reason for the class. Come back to the class. Do this class several times. Do it 2-3 times a week. Get those Kihon techniques in. Get those reps in. The reps count, okay? And that's what we're going for. Make sure the reps are getting in there. Make sure the reps are getting done. Reps matter. Count those reps, okay? I think that's going to cover the class for today because we're kind of running out of time. But again, that's everything, all right? If you want to try some other things, it's perfectly fine to do that. If you want to try, again, Ageuke, rising block, and Oizuki. Try that. Keep it basic, keep it for this belt level. Okay, you're going to try Ageuke and a kick. Landing in your block. Again, Ageuke. Kick. Landing in your block. And you want to try it the other direction. Ageuke. Kick. Okay? There's several things that you can do. Uchiuke. Punch. Alright, the Uchiuke, maybe you're opening it up to the center and not to the dead side, to the live side. Alright, so that punch comes in and that left hand punch, you parry it, you block it, and now you want to punch. Alright, maybe it's the same thing, okay? You want to parry it, block it, step in with a shuto, and throw them across your leg. Alright, several options. Try to work on these combinations. These combinations and these skills will help you as you progress, because with different kata come different combinations. So again, working on these various combinations, working on your own combinations will really help you become a better student of the art itself. All right, let's come back to center. Yoidachi, Subidachi, all right? Yoi, Seiza. All right, for today's meditation, I want you to kind of go through each of those 3 drills. You don't have to go through them 8 times, but go through each of those drills in your mind, thinking about how each technique works, thinking about how your opponent reacts to the block, how their body reacts, what opens up, how's your counterattack going to be effective. All right, Bokuso. Bokuso yame, sensei yuri. Tate. Yoidachi, Subidachi, right? Yoi. Os. All right, thanks students for joining me today. Just a couple quick notes. Again, Ippon, what we've done today is Ippon Kumite. So Ippon Kumite is a 1-step Kumite, where you're defending against 1 attack. Now there are Nidan Kumite, Sandan, all the way up to, for testing you can go up to Godan Kumites, where you're defending against 5 attacks from 1 person. All right, so maybe you're starting from here and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a counterattack. All right, that is one type of kumite that you can do, which is called Godan Kumite. Where you're having to make 5 steps back, but also defending each 5 different techniques. There's also kumite where you can move where you can attack your opponent, the counterattack, several times. All right, so let's say, for instance, the uchiuke port. Okay, so whenever they throw a punch, right, and you block it to the outside, parry it, grab their arm, maybe you're doing a round kick to the stomach, coming down with an elbow to the back, grabbing the back of the head, still holding the hand, and driving that person to the floor. All right. So even though you're only defending against one attack, you're doing multiple things to take your opponent to the floor. All right, and then trap them and hold them in place. So there's several different ways that you can perform kumite. What I'm doing here today and what we've done in class is a very simple form of Ippon Kumite. Defend against one attack, one counterattack is what you're doing. So that's what we did today. As you get into more intermediate and advanced classes, you'll see how we start adding more than one counter. Okay, so once that single attack comes in, you're doing more than one thing to try to immobilize that opponent. All right. So again, thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you in the next class. Os.